One recipe I've been making on repeat for years is fruit sorbet. My daughter loves sorbets made with any fruit, but mango has got to be her favorite. It's healthy, refreshing, and incredibly easy to make. You can make it with fresh fruit that you freeze yourself or just buy frozen fruit at the store. We eat this so often that I buy huge bags of frozen fruit at Costco now. Add about 4 cups of the frozen mango to a food processor. Then add lime juice. For the freshest taste, just use fresh lime juice, please, if you can. It is so much better and helps to balance the flavors. Blend until the mango is chopped and resembles the texture of wet sand. Scrape down the sides and then add agave to sweeten. You can skip the agave if you want, but it does help give the sorbet a nice, smooth texture. As you can see, I'm almost finished with my bottle of agave, but that's okay because I have more in the pantry. Blend it again until it starts to smooth out, and then scrape down the sides once more. Keep blending until the mango is super creamy and no chunks remain. Perfectly sweet, it's delicious. You can eat it right out of the food processor like this, nice and smooth. This is actually my favorite texture. However, what I'm going to do is transfer it all to a freezer safe container and let it harden a little bit more. Yes, I am still going to have a little serving now, but the rest will harden in the freezer and then we can enjoy it. We usually enjoy it for desserts most nights of the week. This is Baby Jay's favorite dessert. There's something about eating it right out of the processor that I love so much. It's so tasty. But you don't have to use mango to make this creamy, luxurious sorbet. I also like making it with strawberries. And keep in mind, this is the best recipe when you have fruit that is like almost too ripe to eat and maybe you have an excess, like maybe you went berry picking or something. In the fall, when my pears get a little bit rugged, you know, they go ripe too quickly, the pear sorbet is probably the best. And I love that you do not need an ice cream maker. All you need is a simple food processor, which is why food processors are probably my favorite must-have appliance. And you can get creative with this sorbet as well. You can add coconut milk to make it even more tropical, or even add basil for an herby sweet flavor combination that's a bit more gourmet than this straightforward lime and agave sorbet. But you can get really creative and use almost any fruit you have on hand. When I have overripe mangoes or mangoes that are not the best, maybe they're a little too stringy, this is the best recipe for them. Simply peel them, chop them up, and freeze them, and then follow the directions to make this simple sorbet. I'm gonna leave the sorbet in the freezer for about 4 hours. Again, you can eat it as it is right now, nice and smooth, but in 4 hours, we're gonna be ready for dessert, so I think that's the perfect time to enjoy it. After a few hours, the sorbet should firm and be ready to serve. If you let it sit overnight, then you might need to let it sit and soften on the counter for a few minutes before scooping. Another tip is to run the scoop under hot water to make scooping easier. Tonight we're keeping it extra simple and having a frozen pizza for dinner. I like this one from Amy's Best. Pizza and sorbet. What a perfect kid-friendly summer dinner. Looks good, right? And then after this we'll have our dessert. There you go. Okay, you don't have to have it.
You can have it.
Ooh.
Yeah!
This recipe and the other sorbets are on my blog, sweetpotatosoul.com. Of course, I'm sharing the links down below. Thanks so much for watching.